Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're diving into something really important that you won't want to miss. If you enjoy thoughtful content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow us on whichever social media platform you're watching. Your support means everything. Now let's get into today's topic.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a pretty big subject,
Yeah, a really big one.
the future of the U.S. economy. We're looking at, what, 25 years?
That's the time frame, yeah. It's quite a horizon.
Definitely. Economic forecasts can feel, well, overwhelming sometimes.
For sure.
So we've gone through the future of the U.S. economy report, trying to pull out the key stuff for you.
Exactly. Think of it as the highlights reel. We want to give you the main takeaways, the core intelligence from the source.
Not get bogged down in endless numbers.
Right. What does the report really say about potential growth, maybe decline? What are the big forces at play?
And maybe some surprising bits in there, too.
Hopefully. Those, really, moments, like you said.
Okay, let's get into it then. The report does talk about winners and losers, potential ones anyway.
It does. It seems pretty optimistic about innovation-driven sectors.
Right, things like advanced computing, new energy tech.
Exactly, that sort of thing. Those areas look set for, well, pretty significant expansion, according to this analysis.
But on the flip side,
Well, industries may be relying on older tech or those facing really tough global competition.
they might feel the pinch more.
That seems to be the suggestion, yeah. A continued squeeze, potentially. Do you see anything specific on growth rates, like for AI?
Yeah, that was interesting. The report hints. Well, it strongly implies that AI could become a huge part of GDP.
Much bigger than many traditional sectors, right? Within maybe 2 decades.
That's the implication. It's not just slow growth, it's potentially transformative.
A real reshaping. And that obviously affects everything else, too.
Which brings us to the drivers. What does the report say is actually pushing these changes?
Okay, so there are a few big ones mentioned. Demographics is key.
The aging population. Changes in who's working.
Precisely. Then there's technology, obviously the pace of advancement, we kind of touched on that.
Sure.
And global interconnectedness is still a big factor. Markets linking up.
Plus the whole sustainability push, right? That's got to be in there.
Absolutely. It features prominently. It's an economic imperative now, not just environmental.
So if you connect those dots, like an older population could mean more healthcare demand.
Right, a boost there.
Huh.
But maybe it strains the workforce elsewhere.
Yeah, potentially. And the green transition, it's a massive opportunity for some.
Huge opportunity. But a real challenge for others who need to adapt, maybe invest heavily.
Makes sense. Okay, was there anything in the report's predictions that, made you pause? Something unexpected?
One thing that stood out to me was the potential for regional divergence. Big differences between areas.
You mean not everywhere grows at the same pace?
Exactly. The report seemed to suggest that some places, maybe those better set up for these new growth sectors or adapting workforce-wise,
They could do really well.
significantly better, potentially, than regions maybe stuck with declining industries. It paints a picture of, well, potentially quite uneven prosperity across the U.S.
Huh. So the rising tide might not lift all boats equally.
That seems to be a strong possibility outlined in the source, yeah.
And the report doesn't just give one single forecast, does it? It talks about different ways things could go.
Correct. It's not a crystal ball with one answer. It likely lays out scenarios.
Like, what if tech moves super fast? High growth, but maybe more disruption.
That could be one. Or maybe another where progress is, slower, patchier.
And maybe scenarios that factor in unexpected things. Global shocks or different policy choices.
Exactly. It gives you a range of outcomes, possibilities, rather than saying, this will happen.
Okay, so bringing it down to the individual level and maybe different sectors, what are the implications the report suggests for you listening?
Well, for individuals, the big message seems to be about skills. Skills that work with new tech, not compete against it.
So lifelong learning, being adaptable.
That looks crucial, yes. Adaptability seems key. And certain sectors might personalized healthcare was mentioned, green tech jobs.
Installation, maintenance, that kind of thing.
Right. While other areas might see workers needing to retrain or shift focus entirely.
Okay, so let's try and boil this down. Our deep dive into the future of the U.S. economy source suggests, well, expect big shifts.
Yeah, driven hard by tech and sustainability.
With demographics and global factors playing a major role too.
And it won't be a smooth, uniform ride. There's potential for real growth, but also for those regional gaps widening.
Definitely food for thought.
Which leads to a final question maybe for you to think about. Given this landscape, this mix of opportunity and challenge,
Yeah.
what steps could you maybe take
Yeah.
in your own life, your career, to kind of navigate what might be coming?
That's a good place to leave it. Something to really mull over as we look towards that longer-term economic future.
Thank you for watching this video. I'm so glad you're here. If you enjoyed our thoughtful content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on whichever social media platform you're watching. Your support means everything. Now see you soon in our upcoming video. Stay tuned and stay blessed.